Grab your favorite beverage. Put your feet up in a relaxed position. Sit back and enjoy your ride.
Hey, all you guys and guyettes, you are about to jump into a barrel of grins with Dave. Adult-oriented comedy stories and tall tales. Politics, not so much, maybe just a little, but not much. Enjoy your ride. Now here's Dave.
I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. We've got a fun little show for you today. Had several people say, Dave, why don't you just have a program where you just play all your goofy satire commercials? Well, got to thinking about it and said, yeah, we'll do that. So we're going to do that. And that will be the brunt of our show today, this Saturday. And we hope you enjoy it. And let us know. Give us your feedback. You can go to our website, thecenterline48.com, or catch us on YouTube. Just type in The Centerline with Dave at YouTube, and that'll take you right to us. So anyway, after these brief messages, which there's a bunch this morning, we'll be back. Y'all have a great day and enjoy. Hi, folks. This is Dave. Do you find yourself from time to time in a situation to where you have to do a little bit of public speaking, like at a business meeting, maybe a church or Sunday school function, school reunion, whatever? Well, if you're not really comfortable doing it, now comes Dave's Camel's Hair to the rescue. With Camel's Hair speech tutorial, we'll teach you how to get up and be an expert in no time on any subject under the sun. For example, let's say you have to get up and speak for some reason about the lowly housefly. Well, you might start off something like this. The housefly. Just what is a housefly? Well, a housefly is an insect. It's part of the insect world, and it flies. That's why it's called a fly. And it's called a housefly because you can find this fly in the house. So, if you find a housefly, just understand that the housefly has a right to be a fly, just as we have rights to be humans, although we can't fly. And the fly cannot be a human. But a fly has as much right to be here as we humans have a right to be here, even though we are not flies. And the lowly housefly is a type of fly that flies. And when it flies, sometimes it will fly in your face. So the meaning of being a housefly is unknown to humans, just as the meaning of being a human is unknown to houseflies. But there is a synergy between the housefly and the human. And it's something that we all are born with and we all know about. We just do not contemplate it from time to time. So the next time you meet up with a housefly, just remember that the housefly is a fly that flies, and it's a fly that has feelings, just as you have feelings, even though you can't feel like a fly, and a fly can't feel like you. And that's all I've got to say about houseflies. So now you can go away with the feeling and the thoughts that you know much more about the housefly and about your feelings as a fly if you were a fly, but you're not a fly, than you did before you came today. Thank you very much. Hi, folks. I want to tell you about a new product that's really, really great. Charlie Ann loves it. We've got one, and she's been using it at the house here for the last few days. It's called the Fried Fly Zapper by the distributors of the now famous Rodeo Ann's horse apples. The Fried Fly Zapper. You're going to love it. It's a laser-powered little handheld unit that you see a fly on the wall, you just point it, just pull the trigger, and you zap that little sucker, and he becomes just a little smudge on your wall. Same thing if you get the occasional roach or ant or whatever, zap it, poof, a little powder of dust right there on your kitchen counter or your floor, wherever. Anyway, the Fried Fly Zapper. You're going to want to get one. They're great. And they're really good in the garden, too. You know how most pesticides for the garden now are not that discriminate. They will kill off some of the good insects like ladybugs and what have you. as well as the bad bugs. But with the zapper, you can pinpoint that little sucker and just zap him right into the Never Never Land. Good in the garden. Help you keep your garden clean and prosperous, and you're growing some good fruit, vegetables, taters, whatever. But the fried fly zapper, it's the thing you need to have in your repertoire of bug-killing paraphernalia, materials, equipment, handheld items, whatever. But don't take my word for it. Hear from Clarissa. She loves it.
I've been using the fried fly zapper for 2 weeks and I love it. The zapper nails those pesky house flies in the kitchen. With just one zap, leaves them little suckers, nothing but a powdery smudge on the wall. And with Rodeo-And's fried fly spray, cleanup is a breeze and it's kid and pet friendly. It works wonders on the kids' toe jam, just a tingle between their toes. And goodbye toe jam, thanks Rodeo-And.
Another fine product from Rodeo-And's Stuff Incorporated.
Hiya, this is Bobby of the Bonice's Touch of Brooklyn Baklava and Burrito Barn in Beaufort. I get a kick out of advertising for the Dave Show. You know these guys, they're real lifesavers. When my ex-jerk husband Murray ran off with that little sludge muffin from Peachtree City, what a nightmare! Dave stepped in and helped me keep things going, you know what I mean. He gave me money to have Petey come down from Philly and whack that deadbeat jerk husband of mine. Oh yeah, got him right between the eyes with the 9-ball while he was leaning over the corner pocket. Yeah, old Murray won't be stiffing any more women like he did to me in that little sludge muffin. Last I heard, she was stacking BBs in some loony bin in Florida. Stop by and see me. I got great baklava, gefilte fish, and the best Bronx burritos this side of Bayonne. That's Bobby's Touch of Brooklyn Baklava and Burrito Barn, right here in Beaufort. See you guys soon. Bye.
This is Murray, Bobby's so-called jerk husband. Yeah, well, I advertise with the Dave Show, too. So that dirtbag ex-old lady of mine, Bobby, she can take a powder. She thinks old Petey got me good. Well, that ain't so. I'm living a good life here in Florida with my new franchise, Chicken on a Chain store in Boca Raton. Oh, and that sludge muffin? She's in Florida all right, but she ain't stacking no BBs. She's keeping me with a smile on my face 24 hours a day. You know what I mean? So next time you're down this way, stop and see me. Oh, and Bobby, blow it out your burrito, baby.
Hi, all you senior bubbas and boobettes. I'm Sonny.
And I'm Greed.
We are here today to talk to all you senior bubbas and boobettes, being products of the 60s, 70s, 80s. We are sure you remember those heady days where everybody had their own bag of goodies.
Through modern tech advances in candy research and with the cooperation of Big Pharma, Old People's Confection Company has developed a safe, all-natural substitute for the real thing. With no adverse interaction with your for-real meds. Choose from a variety of safe knockoff candies like Lemony Ludes with a 714 stamp, Blueberry Bennies, Strawberry Blow 3-Finger Jamaican, and Peppermint Roll Your Owns.
BOG will safely take you back to those smoke-filled trippin' parties of yesterday, and if you put on a little Jefferson Airplane Doors, Clapton Zeppelin, or The Dead, you and Granny will have a Hendrix experience all over again. Order today only $49.99 by going to bagofgoodies.toot. Order your bag of Old People's Bag of Goodies today.
You know, there's a lot of craziness in this world, with things happening that most of us can't wrap our heads around and understand, with Boogene's Brain Booze. Just one shot protects you from exploding head syndrome when you watch or listen to the news shows, or tune in radio talk shows. Just mix 1 ounce of Boogene's Brain Booze with your favorite beverage and be protected for 24 hours. So if your head feels like it is going to explode, from all the social idiocy going on today, don't forget Boogene's Brain Booze. Just go to BoogeneBubbaBrainBooze.zit and order today. Only $49.99 for one 750 milliliter bottle. And if you order today, we'll send you Boogene's Mylar Scream Bag. When it gets so bad you want to scream, just put the scream bag over your head so you won't scare the shit out of the cat.
Another fine product of Suck It Up Buttercup Distilleries.
Paging Dr. McCracken, Dr. Phil McCracken.
Hi, this is Pearly May of Croker and Mullet's Biker Bar and Casino. Come join us for some great sandwiches, including our famous Po Girl. That's a 12-inch roll with no meat inside. Also, we have your favorite whiskeys and other hard liquors, plus your favorite card games and slots in the back. Enjoy the sounds of Willie and the Double Clutches with their bluegrass punk rock fusion. We are located at the corner of Gatortail Road and Sanflia Drive, Mud Muscle, Mississippi. It's liquor in the front and poker in the rear. Here at Croker and Mullet, y'all come see us.
Hi, this is Bubba at Bubba's Bargain Barn in Decatur, Georgia. If you've been looking for those hard-to-find items, from alternators to Xerox machines, from A to Z and back to C, we got it here at the barn. Yesterday, I sent Eddie and Junior out scouring the highways and the byways around Atlanta, looking for those often sought after but hard to find roadside tires. And if you come by on Saturday between noon and 3 and buy at least 2 tires or more from us, then my lovely wife Babette will give you 1 dozen of her soon-to-be famous Thunder Buns, along with a jar of Larry's Mullet Marmalade flown in daily from Panama City. So again, from A to Z and back to C, we got it here at the barn. And if we don't got it, it can't be got. So come by and see us at 33333 Gravel Pit Road, Decatur. Just look for the 20-foot tall corn dog out front. That's Bubba's Bargain Barn in Decatur. And look for a franchise coming to your town soon.
Oh, son, I used to step over some bitches better than you to get to a fight.
Hi there, this is Larry Luber for Goober's Car Service. Hope y'all are doing well today. I want to introduce you to my announcer, Mr. Freddie, and he's going to tell you all about our service and what we can do for you, when we can do it for you, and how much it's going to set you back. So, Freddie, tell the good folks what they need to know about Goober's Car Service.
Are you tired of getting to the airport and having walk a half mile from your parking spot or paying those high-dollar parking fees? That cost about as much as a steak dinner at Peter Luger's in New York? But at the same time, you don't want to use one of those fancy car services making the neighbors think you are high-rolling it. Especially if you live in a middle-class neighborhood, you need to call Goober's Truck Service. Goober's will come to your residence in their 1954 Chevy pickup. It has just right amount of rust on the fenders and dents in the door panels with faded sunset red paint to give the impression of just a good old boy coming to give you a ride. Newly upholstered seats out of a 57 Ford Fairlane make for a comfortable ride. Goober's truck will comfortably seat 4 in the back with optional canvas tarp in case it rains for a nominal charge. Moon pies, pork rinds, and Mountain Dew are extra. Contact Goober's at 1999-BR549 or throwoutbearing.com.
Folks, you know, one of the worst places to be when you're confronted with a bully, a big old tough guy, some turd acting a fool, and that's on an airplane. I mean, you're stuck. You can't go anywhere. You're flying at 30 or 40,000 feet, and you don't have too many choices. You can either just sit there and ignore it, or you can stand up to him and try to do something about it and maybe get your butt kicked. Who knows? Well, if you ever find yourself in that situation, there's a new product on the market here that's going to help you stand up, withstand, and take care of business when it comes to confronting a real tough guy. And it comes from our good friends, the makers of Roughneck Number 9 for sissies, and it's called Insta-Tuffy. So let's hear what they got to say.
From Peckerwood Research, the makers of Roughneck Number 9, comes Insta-Tuffy. Just chew one Insta-Tuffy gummy and go from this.
You're being a guinea pig, doing nothing.
To this in seconds.
So you and your friends can leave now, or they can carry your fat ass out in a bucket.
You step into the fray, you get right up into Billy Badass's face. You still get your ass kicked, but you feel 10 foot tall and bulletproof, even while Billy Badass is wiping the floor with your puny butt. So don't just walk away like a sissy, stand up like a man, and get an ass whooping the gals are going to love you. Just don't get the big head, cause you are still a woozy. Insta-Tuffy, a 30-day supply, is only $49.99. Go to toughstufferini.zit. And order today another fine product from Peckerwood Research.
Hi gang, Dave here for Jerk Shield. Yeah, Jerk Shield, it's a new product on the market, and it's mainly for women. It will work on men, but it's mainly for women. So gals, do you have a situation in your life where there's an Eddie Haskell in your life, maybe at work, at the gym, in your social group of friends, there's an Eddie Haskell, and they're just real jerks. I mean, just real assholes, just like old Eddie Haskell was. Well, there's a new product on the market. It's a new injection, actually. It's a vaccine. It's called Jerk Shield, and it's from G. Wally Pharma. And what you do is it's a once-a-year injection, just like a flu shot. And what it does is it activates your aura. You know, all of us humans, they say we have an aura around us that makes us connect with some people better than others and makes us not like some people better than others. But this new Jerk Shield, what it does is it enhances and activates your aura to keep Eddie Haskell type jerks at least 20 feet away from you. When they get within 20 feet of you, there's just something comes over them and they just steer clear of you. It doesn't matter how good looking you are, how skinny, how fat, or whatever. It's just it's affecting their aura and it's affecting your aura. So girls, if you're just having a real problem with Eddie Haskell type jerks, you need to try Jerk Shield. Again, from G. Wally Pharma. And but don't take my word for it. Listen to this gal here. She'll tell you all about how it works.
Hi, this is Lily. I had a guy at work that was a real Eddie Haskell type jerk. He was always coming up to me and saying gross stuff like, "Hey babe, why don't you and me go out tonight and show the world how it's done?" Or, "Hey babe, I'm going to give you a break and take you out to dinner tonight. And if it works out, I might even pay." That insidious laugh. Well, with one Jerk Shield vaccination, when he gets within 20 feet of me, he gets this weird look and goes the other way. Thanks, Jerk Shield.
Guys, you know what it's like when you buy a new pair of pants or jeans, you put your hand in your pocket, and it just doesn't feel right. Well, the reason is you don't have any pocket lint down in that pocket. From Peckerwood Research comes Add Some Lint. Nowadays, with so many synthetic fabrics, a pocket or belly button full of lint is fast becoming a thing of the past. Whether it's a new pants pocket or a clean belly button, fresh out of the shower, Add Some Lint restores that comfy feeling fast. Just a pinch of Add Some Lint, strategically placed in pocket or belly button, it'll have you relaxed. And whistling Dixie as you go through your day, picked exclusively from the cotton fields of Wumbelow, Mississippi. Just south of Tupelo, you won't want to go a day without Add Some Lint. Available in 6 or 12-ounce bags at your local convenience store or car wash, only $49.99 for a 6-month supply. Get yours today or go to fuzzynavel.toot.
What's the big idea?
I just dropped in.
Well, if we knew you was coming, we'd have baked the cake. What's the matter with you? How do you like that? Get busy. Get up!
Hey, this is Larry Luber, and this is my brother Goober Luber. Say hey, Goober.
Hey, how you doing?
We're here to announce our new restaurant facility that we've just opened up. It's Goober and Larry's Fish Camp and Deer Parlor down here right on the river. And we'd like for you to come by and see us sometime. We got all kinds of fish. We even got sushi. We got a little room called the Fujirita room, Roomy Too Much Booba room or whatever you want to call it. You can go in there and you can get some of that raw fish like they eat over there, and you can eat it with a fork or eat it with a stick. We don't care. We got sticks. I think they call them chopsticks. But anyway, we got all kinds of good stuff. And then, like I said, we got a deer camp down here. We call it the parlor instead of just the camp. The parlor gives it a little more classy feel and sound to it. But y'all come on down here and see us. We're right here on the river, not too far down the road. And what is it, Goober? What? Oh, yeah, well, I guess I need to tell you where we are. Well, we got 2 locations. We got one on the Flint River in Georgia, and then we got one on the St. Johns River just south of Jacksonville, between Jacksonville and Palatka. So if y'all know where that is, come see us. If you don't know where that is, don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm Larry, and he's Goober, and we're the Goober Brothers. Luber Goober, Goober Luber, however you want to call it. And we'll talk to you later. Now, back to the center line with that feller named Dave. Goodbye, and have a good day.
Men, are things going too good in the bedroom? Your love life is wearing you out, leaving you exhausted before lunch? You lucky dog? No, seriously. Well Relief is at hand, introducing Niagara the pill that will bring you and your wife back down to earth and reality together. You and your wife take one Niagara pill at the same time, so you curb those hot-to-trot desires at the same time. So if it's almost a daylight till dark situation, Niagara will have you acting like an old married couple in no time. If you long for only once a week, whether you need it or not, then Niagara should be in your future. Listen to this satisfied couple.
After just 3 days I could get up in the morning, shower, shave and have my coffee. All while June was still in bed sound asleep and cutting them Z's. Niagara is great.
I have never felt so rested. Ward and I now have time for the kids and the gang at the country club. Thank you, Niagara. Call 1-89972-55667 and order today. Seniors over 65 ask for our special discount. A product of Lint-And.
Hey, all you hard-working guys and guyettes. Do you come home from a long day on a job and just can't seem to unwind? Wine won't do it. A beer just don't cut it. And whiskey can't get it done. Well, you need to try Nick's Nummies. All natural, just one of Nick's Nummies will have you relaxed and comfortably numb. In minutes, just one of Nick's Nummy Gummies will get you to that sweet spot for 2 to 3 hours. After that, you're going to be as hungry as a holy man coming off a 5-day fast. So you might want to give Paul's Twinkie Express delivery service a call. Paul's will be knocking on your door in no time with a bag of Twinkies to cure that ravenous urge. You order Nick's Nummies and get Paul's number by simply going to twinkienums.toot. Order today, only $49.99.
Hi folks, Dave for Plump Boys Big and Tall Auto Parts. They're a new franchise in town and one's going to be coming to your street corner soon, I'm sure. Anyway, what Plump Boys does is they specialize in tools and auto parts and so forth for the guy that's got a little bit of a belly, let's say, that needs a little skosh more room between the oil pan and the concrete when he slides up under his vehicle there to change the oil or what have you. At Plump Boys, they also offer these folding steps that allow you to stand on so you can hang that belly over the radiator or the fender so you can get down in there and change them plugs or that fan belt or what have you. So the next time you're in need for something and you're one of the Double X guys around town, just remember Plump Boys, Big and Tall Auto Parts, coming your way soon.
Social Security, share the dead people list with the rest of government, for God's sake. Put down the bong and share it with them.
The following is a fictional comedy bit and not intended to be an actual advertisement for any product that could injure or harm another person or persons.
John, did you hear about our neighbor Fred?
You mean the tennis player?
Not anymore. His wife caught him in bed with her sister.
What happened?
She shot him right in the ass. John, you wouldn't cheat on me, would you?
Of course not. Sweetheart.
Good.
Ladies, we don't want you to kill him. Maybe hurt him a little. That's why you need Dangerous Dave's double-wad rock salt shotgun shells. This salt will have your man thinking twice before he slips around on you again. So order your Dangerous Dave double-wad rock salt shells today. Only $25.99 for 2 shells. Shoot your wad before he can shoot his, and let him know. Sometimes love hurts. Dangerous Dave's rock salt shotgun shells, P.O. Box 0, U812, Dimple Butt, Florida 00069.
Folks, are your pansies pitiful? Your maters mushy? Then they need a good dose of Rodeo Ann's Horse Apple Rejuvenator for the swift kick and long pull. Rodeo Ann's horse apples are sourced from the finest horse barns and corrals in Colorado and Wyoming. Sanitized and freeze-dried to retain that swift kick, Rodeo Ann's will have your pansies perky and your maters ripe and firm in no time. Just dig a hole next to your plant and drop an apple in that hole cover and water and watch it work its magic. Ready for those summertime eat-over-the-sink, juicy mater sandwiches. Look for Ann's Rodeo Horse Apples coming soon to your local nursery and feed stores. Ann's Rodeo Horse Apples. Order now by going to rockyhorseapples.zap for fast delivery.
Hey dudes, do you have a problem smelling like a sissy? Or maybe you're a sissy. No matter how much you work in the yard or exercise and how sweaty you get, you always smell like a sissy. Well, you can kiss the problem goodbye. Introducing Roughneck Odor Number 9. Developed from the dried sweat DNA from famous tough guys and their sweatbands and workout towels, Roughneck Odor Number 9 will take you from sissy to he-man in seconds. Roughneck Odor Number 9 comes in cream and spray. Just listen to Juanita from Biloxi.
This is Juanita in Biloxi. I ordered some of this Roughneck Number 9 for my dad. He is a great guy, but a little sissified. He rubbed on a little Roughneck Odor Number 9, and when he sweats, he smells like one really tough guy. My mom gets so turned on. She chases him all over the house.
Guys, you can't get better than that. Roughneck Odor Number 9 comes as a cream or spray. Just rub it in or spray it on and go from this
When you're dreaming and you know you're dreaming.
to this.
You can call me a dirty son of a bitch, but if you ever call me daddy...
Order today. Just go to roughsissynumber9.com or call 9999 Roughneck, another fine product from Peckerwood Research.
Hey gals, Boopsy Jane, breath taker for Ward Nomo. Does your husband come home from the office and lay around in his suit and tie all evening? Even wears his suit to the supper table every night? Well, he might be suffering from Ward Cleaver's stuffed shirt syndrome. Up until now, there was not much you could do, other than going to bed every night with cold cream on your face. And all that did was tick him off and deny you a roll in the hay, so to speak. Now from G. Wally Pharma comes Ward. Nomo, just a teaspoon of Ward Nomo, in his favorite beverage mixed in his cereal or mashed taters. It's tasteless and odorless with all natural ingredients. And he will be looking for that grungy pair of jeans and Skinner t-shirt he loves. So order your Ward, Nomo today only $49.99 for a 30-day supply, and bring back that scroungy dude you love. Just go to gwally.toot and order today. Not recommended for men under 40. Those dudes don't even own a suit, let alone know how to tie a tie.
Hi guys, this is John Doe and this is my wife Dill.
Hi!
Fellas, you know what it's like. It's the 2-minute warning, and your team is getting ready to kick the game-winning field goal, and you can hold it any longer, so you run to take care of business. You get into too much of a hurry. Next thing you hear is... Never suffer again. Grab a can Zip No Snag. A Zip No Snag is a pocket-sized canister of super cold liquid nitrogen. Just one quick spray on Manland and you're back to the game. That's right, guys. Dell put a can of Zip No Snag in my Christmas stocking. It was a lifesaver during the college playoffs and national championship.
Hi, gals. I know you're tired of hearing that primordial scream. So help your man out by giving him Zip No Snag. It comes in a small pocket-size aerosol. Just a quick spray of super cool Zip No Snag on the affected area, and that sucker will run and hide, just like that. Just go to zipnosnaggerini.com or call 888-888-44556. Just $9.99 for one can or $39.99 for a 6-pack. And like John said, put that sucker back in the barn where it belongs.
Not for use by Ohio State fans. They never have this problem. Another fine product of rectal research.
Well, folks, that's it. That's all of our comedy spots that we create and produce here on the Center Line. Hope you enjoyed them. And, you know, we don't mean to be pointing at any one particular person, persons, products, services, companies, or anything. Just having a little fun right here on the Center Line with Dave. So we'll see you next Saturday, where we got a couple of good things coming up on the program. One has to do with these overseas calls and a little bit of a product scam. So you won't want to miss that. Anyway, have a great weekend, a great week, and we'll see you again this coming Wednesday, right here on the Center Line with Dave. Take it away, Charlie Ann.
Bye, y'all. Have a great day.
You have been on the Center Line with Dave. Join Dave every Wednesday and Saturday. You can contact Dave through his website, thecenterline48.com. There you can email Dave or post a message. You can also find Dave on YouTube. Just type in the Center Line with Dave. For Dave and Charlie Ann, thanks for listening. I'm Buckwheat J. Furtwangler. Have a great day. Yabba dabba doo.
The Center Line with Dave is a copyrighted production, all rights reserved.